Hey friends, welcome back to the Homestead. We are here in our living room with my beautiful wife, and it is Christmas time. 'Tis the season. So we're here. What are we here for?
We're going to do a video on Christmas gift ideas.
Christmas gift ideas. And how to not let Christmas get away from you.
Ooh.
We fell into that trap with 3 kids and buying Christmas presents and having lots of fun.
So with kids, and we go in to clean out their rooms before Christmas, and it's just stuff that's been untouched and unused and uncared about for almost a year.
I don't know, where did you come up with this idea?
I learned about this in one of our homeschool communities online.
And so what this does is it limits us to 5 gifts for Christmas every year for all of our family members. And how does the little rhyme go? It goes,
something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read.
And then we added, and something else.
Now, I'll do a disclaimer though. We always have done pajamas on Christmas Eve, Christmas morning when we take pictures of everybody opening gifts. They have nice new clean pajamas.
So today we're going to tell you a his and hers, 5 things, something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read, and something else. And
but these aren't necessarily for children.
No, these are a his and a hers
right.
kind of thing. A children thing we might do another time. So you want to go first?
Okay.
All right, so something you want.
My Instant Pot.
Ooh, Instant Pot. That is a nice one.
I love my Instant Pot. There's an endless amount of things that you can make in it and delicious home-cooked meals. My favorite thing about it, though, I think, is that I can do everything in one pot. So it really saves on dishes, and it saves on my energy. But it's not instant, but it is a lot more convenient, I think. So if I need to cook a roast or some chicken or something, I can sear it, and then I can basically pressure cook it in there with the other items that we're going to be eating, and it's like a one-pot meal, quick and easy. Any kind of thing can go in there. So there's so many different things that we can do. I love my Instant Pot.
So Instant Pot.
Instant Pot's a great gift.
All right, so something I want. Well, I already have it. But something to want, this right here.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite accessories. It is a Seiko 5. I am very, very hard on jewelry and watches, but this one has held up amazingly well. It's all automatic, so I don't have to wind it. It doesn't have a battery. It's waterproof, water resistant. I've been swimming with it without any problem at all. I love the look of it. I love how it wears on my wrist. It's not too big, it's not too small. Really love my Seiko 5 wristwatch. And I just wanted something that was unique and that was clean and could add a little bit of character to me. And it's become something that I wear every single day. Yeah, and I really like it.
You were really happy to get that. That made me happy.
I was really happy.
I liked that.
I still am really happy. All right. Something you want, something you need. What do you got for that?
Okay, well, I have this, actually.
What?
This.
Hey.
This is my something you need. But this is our down comforter off of our bed, and we actually bought this for ourselves last year for Christmas. One of the things that we deal with is our bedroom is in a really weird spot in our house where the temperature does not like to regulate in there. Yeah. So we were always either burning up hot or freezing cold, and some good bedding has made a huge difference, I would say. It's great. It's like I feel like it has a great temperature regulator in it for us. So not too hot, not too cold, but it's wonderful. It's comfortable. It's soft. And I love it.
So a down comforter. Something you need, a pocket knife. Now this is my very favorite pocket knife.
Who bought you that?
I think you bought this for me.
Did, yeah.
I think every guy needs a pocket knife. I can't tell you how many times I'm reaching in my pocket, pull out a knife, open a box, cut off a tag, all kinds of things that you need a pocket knife for. This is my very favorite. This is the Buck 301. It's kind of reminiscent of what my dad used to carry when I was a kid, and it just kind of throws me back to that. It's my favorite knife. I really love that. It is pretty.
I like it.
It's pretty. It's got the little brass accents and everything. So that's something you need.
Okay.
Something to wear.
So my something to wear is a little unexpected. Balm.
Balm. Oh, yep. That lip balm.
It's the best stuff in the whole world. Duke Cannon makes it, and we discovered it, I think, when you went to Steel Timber Sports a few years ago. and they sent you home with a whole bunch of gifts, manly
Manly
gifts. But I have to tell you, as soon as you came home, I pretty much confiscated
That giant lip balm.
They say it's the lip balm is the size of a screwdriver handle. That's what they say. And that's the other thing about this company, is that all of their product descriptions are the best. They're the funniest things you've ever read. So, I mean, if you just visit their website just to read their product descriptions, it's worth it. But I love Cannon Balm. It's really good at protecting your lips in this harsh winter. I tend to have really dry skin, really dry lips, and so I love Cannon Balm, and I am completely out. And I think it's $9 and worth every penny.
All right, so my something to wear. I have it right here. This is my new man prin.
Who bought you that?
I think that you bought this for me. As you can see,
Looks good.
this is a waxed canvas, very nice looking man prin, a man apron. I am a big believer in wearing tool belts when working. When I was out in the field working in the trades, a tool belt saved me hundreds of hours from going back and forth looking for tools, dropping things, and not remembering where I put them. But what I found working here at the home, being a professional homesteader,
I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to laugh at that.
I can't build a tool belt for all the things that I'm doing around here. This is just kind of a catch-all. I mean, if I'm working or doing something in the mini barn, I just drop the tools in my pocket and I'm good. It's got a place to hold my phone where it doesn't get damaged, and I can actually hear it because when wife calls, you got to answer. A place to hold your hammer, a place to hold a tape measure, which are two of the most common things that are getting picked up and used. And then you're just not setting things down. And it's saving you time and saving you energy looking for, where did I put that? That's right.
We got that on Amazon.
We did get this on Amazon. It's great. I'm really impressed. Something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read.
Something to read.
What you got?
So this is my favorite, something to read. So it's a little sentimental. So, and I love to read this with our children and with our family. I look forward to this time of year every year because we get to read these books. Probably one of my most favorite is this book. It's called.
Looks a little worn.
It is. It's well loved. But this is Jotham's Journey. Basically, this is a storybook for Advent, and you read one chapter, sort of, per day. It follows the story of this little boy, Jotham, and some friends that he meets along the way as he ultimately ends up at the birth of Christ and the Christmas story. And we love Jotham's Journey. So one of my favorite things about it is that it's not boring for adults. They're great about leaving you on a cliffhanger almost every single night so that the kids are like, wait, what happens? And they have to wait until the next day or the next night to have that anticipation and kind of hear that story. But I really felt like it got our kids engaged and excited and looking forward to Christmas, as Jotham was unknowingly looking forward to the first Christmas.
We've got teenagers now, and they're still excited to read it. And I will have to say that if you get this book and you read it with your kids or your family, it's really, really important that every time that you say Decha of Medigo, you say dun dun dun.
Yeah,
it's important.
That's true. You'll understand if you get the book and read it.
All right, my something to read. So I got this book. It's been years ago.
Long time
ago. But I've been thinking about it a lot more here recently, and so I picked it up and I'm gonna read it again. But it's called Gauntlet by Barbara Mason. It follows these 5 friends as they escape the
Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, that one. Czechoslovakia into East Germany, and they have like an entire army following behind them. And it's just interesting to see the progression of things. It's a true story, really is an inspiring story for anybody, especially in these difficult times. I mean, it's said that there's nothing new under the sun, and that is definitely true. And so, they had challenging times just like we had challenging times. They just had different challenges, and how they overcame those challenges and continued on and pursued their end goal. So that's a really, really good book, a really, really good read. Something that I'm going to read again because it's been a while since I read it, And I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need to find that book and pull it out. So here it is, The Gauntlet. That's my recommendation. All right. That was mine.
It was Aussie hair.
All right, so something else. What's something else you would recommend?
Something else. Okay, well, I was going to say my Bissell Crosswave Pet Pro.
You're not allowed to.
I was going to because I love it and it's sort of new and I think it's an amazing gift and it's changed our lives. I just wanted to be clear because we have an agreement.
Yeah.
And we've had it for a long time that a vacuum cleaner is not allowed to be a Christmas gift. Even though I love that and it seems like the obvious choice to me, I had to pull it out and say, yeah, I can't do it because I cannot recommend that anyone ever give their wife or significant other a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Give them a Bissell Crosswave, but don't do it for Christmas.
Give it to them for Thursday.
Thursday's great. So I think that my something else, probably one of my favorite something else's that I've ever received is my Keurig.
Oh yeah, the coffee maker.
So
I got that for you a couple years ago.
It makes good coffee, but it makes it so fast.
We love a good cup of coffee, but more than we love a good cup of coffee, we love coffee.
Cup of coffee, yeah.
We just like a cup of coffee. So
Love my Keurig. I think anybody who is not a natural morning person should have one. Get coffee in you quicker, and it also makes good tea and hot chocolate, other
that's
things.
true.
So
That's true. Well, that's a good one. All right, so mine, I don't have this, so
Okay.
I can't show it. But I was trying to think, what is something else that any guy would love to see under the tree?
Okay.
And if a guy doesn't have a welder, if you walk in and see a welder sitting there, any kind of welder, I mean, stick welder, MIG welder, good gracious, a TIG welder, that would be like over the moon now. But a welder, I mean, and you can get them fairly inexpensive if you're not an experienced welder, obviously, if you're just wanting to dabble or take care of things around the house. But there are so many times that I've looked at something and said, well, if I had a welder, I could fix that. But then it just sits there and rots away and doesn't do anything. So I would have to say that a welder, and you can pick them up secondhand, and they're usually, I mean, these things, you know, unless they're just terribly cheap and Chinesium made, usually they last a good long while and can be very, very useful around the house and around the shop and taking care of things. So that's my something else.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it. That's our Christmas 2020 recommendation list for a his and hers, something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read, and then something else. If you can keep those 5 things for your family, you can have a really enjoyable Christmas, make it meaningful, make it something that's special to everybody, and not break the bank.
Absolutely.
So.
And not be bogged down with all the stuff.
All the stuff, yeah. And get rid of some stuff. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video informative or entertaining, at least. And if you did, hit the thumbs up button. It really does help our channel, helps us to grow. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe, see more of what we've got going on here on the Homestead. We'll see you guys on the next video. All right?
All right.
Bye-bye.